Hi, the reason you're watching this video is you've been searching on Amazon looking at men's sports jackets and you thought, would I be interested? Should I get this particular one? Now to be clear, this video is going to feature both the dark brown as well as the dark gray men's sport coat herringbone tweed blazer Irish wool blend that you've seen on Amazon. That's how you found this video. Specifically, I'm going to unbox it for you and then let you see two different versions of this. So here we go, let's have some fun. When you receive it in the mail, as I received this yesterday, this is what it looks like. They actually stuffed it in my mailbox. And so, by the way, I'll put a link in the description of this video if you want to buy it directly from that. Yes, I will get probably some kind of commission, most likely, from that, just being straight with you. But this company is not, sponsoring me. I, on my own, wanted to buy these, and this is my honest review of it. So here we go. So when you get it in the mail, it will be in your mailbox, folded up. That's how it was for me. Here's the unboxing experience. Again, this is the dark brown version, which my hat, which is unrelated to this brand, is more of a medium. So just to kind of give you a perspective, because at first, like, is that black? No, it's definitely brown. There's a close-up of it there. All right, so the unboxing experience, okay, there's a little paper it came with. So here's what it looks like. This is actually the first time I'm seeing it outside of the bag. I waited to unbox it yesterday to make this video. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm just unbuttoning it so I can show you what it looks like on. And I'm gonna also give you my feedback on how I feel about this jacket. Well, I already know the answer how I feel because I got the gray one the day before. But just putting it on here. Of course, I haven't cut the stitching yet, and I'll show you that in the gray version. And of course, I'm buttoning the top button. If you're new to wearing sports jackets, the rule is you never, ever button the bottom one. There we go. So this is what it looks like on me. And keep in mind, I haven't cut the stitching yet. I'll model the other one here in a second to show you what it looks like when it's already cut with the stitching. Okay, so let's get a close-up on these shoulder pads. These are not, they're not leather, okay? I'm sure you knew that. It's more of like a felt material. Now, here's the fit. I want to say this, as far as the fit goes, I have been tailored fit for a jacket that I'm going to try on now, just to kind of give you a reference point. But my exact size is 42 regular slim fit. So this jacket right here, which is not the one you've seen on Amazon, this is a Savile Row, and this is the nicest jacket I've ever purchased. This, again, I went to the department store and I said, I want a jacket that is perfectly tailored for me. So I can honestly say I had this tailor fit. This is what an actual 42 regular slim fit looks like. Okay, so the reason I bring this up is so that you can see what a perfect sports jacket should look like if you are truly 42 regular slim fit. Now, what I noticed with these two jackets here that we bought on Amazon, and now I'm going to actually show you the gray one, which is, it's exactly the same, just different color. It's the difference between the brown and the gray is ultimately that this dark gray one has these stripes in here, kind of like a reddish color and a blue in there. And so now for this one, I have already cut the stitching back here. I'm going to do a separate video on that, how that works. But this is how the other one looks when I've cut off the stitching. And it comes with an extra set of buttons. The actual brand of this, because it's on Amazon, so you don't really care about the brand, right? But PJ Paul Jones, break the usual is their slogan. And it says wardrobe for gentlemen. So I want to speak to that as far as the branding of that, how that goes. Because I think that's important, because that's exactly what I was going for. I have a good idea of what it would inspire you to look up this video from the Amazon link and determine would I want this, okay? So here's the concept of this sports jacket. For me, now granted, I've got nicer jackets like the blue one I just showed you, but there are times when you want to wear a sports jacket and it's more that you're wanting to be smart casual dress, where ultimately, notice I'm wearing a hat and that's not a coincidence, because I think there's certain times where ultimately you can get away with wearing a hat and a sports jacket and jeans, because I'm wearing dark skinny jeans right now. That's what I'm wearing with this. And then there are times where you can be casual but still be a notch above that, showing that you put in a little bit of extra effort, being almost unusual but in a sophisticated way. Now I feel like this whole concept, this has retro vibes to it, right? Because we got the patches here. Specifically, I am choosing with these jackets not to wear a button-down shirt. I've got certain just plain sweaters I'll wear underneath. Anything that would be more of a plain sweater, I think, especially thinner sweaters, will go well with this. Now, my general rule is to always be wearing a collar for the most part in public. And well, here's my collar, even if the sweater underneath it doesn't have one. So what I wanted to do in this video was just show you how these two jackets fit. And I'll pull up the brown one here again too. So here's the brown one. This is the dark brown. Let me do a comparison here for you. So there's the dark gray and there's the dark brown. And of course they have, 8 colors at least. There was a green one that looked pretty cool. I liked all the color options, but there's this concept that these with these jacket colors, that they are more of this makes me think of like Encyclopedia Brown, like a library, like this kind of old school, gentleman, classy, like I should have a pipe right now kind of situation there. But it's this timeless, gentleman, classy feel, but also you're not taking yourself too seriously. You're saying, hey, I know what's up, I know what's going on, but I'm not taking myself too seriously, but I'm putting in more effort compared to other guys that are just wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Even if I'm wearing a hat, which I think honestly, me personally, I feel that wearing a hat actually goes along better with this, especially if you get a classy hat that already has similar design on that. We're staying within the wardrobe. And I think this sends a certain message to what you're wanting to go with. I mean, you could, because hey, let's face it, it's a Saturday morning for me. You can wake up on a Saturday morning, not even take a shower, throw in a hat, throw in this, meet somebody for coffee or whatever, and you look like you really put effort into it without really putting effort. But I will say this, for me, it's exactly what I would want. I'm glad that I actually bought 2 of them. Again, I paid my own money. This is not a sponsored video where they asked me to do this. Now granted, I'll put a link where I can make commission off of it, but they didn't reach out to me. I actually chose this. I like this. It's exactly what I was looking for. If you're looking for something kind of quirky and casual, but I feel that it's not just what I'm gonna call costume material, where it's just like, you might as well go to a prop store. No, if the concept, here's a closing statement. The concept is that I had been looking at Goodwill and Salvation Army for ones like this. I wanted a brown and I wanted a gray. And I just couldn't look out on the size because I couldn't find one that I felt was close enough also to slim fit, which is definitely what I am. But I feel like instead of going to Goodwill and looking out, well, I just paid the money and I have these and they're part of my collection now. And I can appreciate that. Honestly too, if you're the kind of guy who would wear a t-shirt underneath a sports jacket, this would be the kind that you would do that. So in closing, here's how I feel. I feel that this definitely is exactly what I wanted and knew it would be. And it is very comfortable. I mean, it's amazing how comfortable this thing is. I would say it's almost like a little bit thinner and lighter, which is part of the reason I particularly like this. I would say this absolutely is a slim fit, the way that it fits me, as I've modeled for you. By the way, in case it matters to you, I'm 5'9" and about 164 pounds, in case that has any jurisdiction in helping you decide this. But I am definitely pleased with this, and it sends exactly the message that I'm wanting to send for certain casual, quirky, but still looking nice situations. So yeah, like I said, I'll put the link so you can buy this off Amazon. I'll make a little bit of commission if that doesn't bother your conscience. But I'm happy I made this decision. Thanks for watching the video. Check out that link right there.